Hi there YouTube, Sad Womble here. A little bit of a different one for me. This is what I would call shock news, not. A news article from the BBC, link below, says that apparently boys don't like reading books where girls are the main protagonist. And the author, can't remember her name, but it's all in the link below, doesn't understand why this is. Apparently she wrote a book with a girl in the main character, but sort of it was a boyish kind of book. And she can't understand why boys don't connect with it. And apparently this means that boys and girls cannot be equal because of this. Well, I'm a man, and I can tell you exactly why boys don't like reading books about girls. And I'm sure my listening public will understand it as well. Basically, apparently girls don't mind listening to or reading books about boys, but they don't mind either. But boys tend to like stories about boys. Now, it's very simple. Basically, if you're a girl, you like reading about men doing manly things. Oh, yes, usually while saving the girl. You know, because it means girls get to feel protected and they get to read about men being manly and doing man-type stuff. If you've got a female, and the boys like reading stories about boys being boys and doing things because it makes a man feel good and strong and tough and manly and doing manly things because that's what men do. Men do protecting and stuff like that. You know, that's not really news. That's why James Bond is so successful, even though everyone says he's a misogynist dinosaur. Because, you know, all men want to be him and all women want to, you know, be with him. And that's just how it is. Girly books, different thing. If you have a female hero, well, you've instantly emasculated the men. The woman's doing it for herself, which means the girls love it because it's a girl. Yay, girl power, do it yourself. Yay, I can do it just as well as the men can. So the girls love it. But the men go, oh, you don't need a man. Oh, the girl's going to be the protector. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can watch it. Suppose. Yeah, all right. And that's all there is to it. There's no difficulty. There's no complexity. Men like being men. You know, they like being the protector. They like being the person that gives the answer and the solution. They like being the initiator of the thing. Women like reading about men being, you know, the protector and the initiator and stuff. But women also like the whole girl power thing. So men will always like to read about, men and boys, I should say, not men always. Males always like to read books about, you know, boys being boys and men being men. Women like the same thing because they get to feel protected and looked after and listen to men doing things. And even if they're sort of, the girls think men are idiots, you know, at least they get to read about or watch men doing stupid things and getting beaten up. So they like that. And they get protected and saved, you know, and all that. And usually these days the women are feisty, so that's okay. They get to be saved and the feisty women and all that. And women like the girly books because, you know, they get to stick it to the man. So women don't mind reading either, and men kind of prefer reading the manly books. It's not news. This is how it's always been. Right the way back, if you look back in the way back when for books and Hollywood and everyone, traditionally, girls are quite happy to read about boys, but boys aren't interested in girl stuff. It's not a problem. It's not an issue with society. It's not something to be fixed or corrected. It's just how we are. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's not anti-male or anti-female or pro-male or pro-female. It's just how it is. And the hilarity that this article and the author of this article just don't get it. And we're in the current year. People, really, you don't understand? Are we really still that clueless? Are the female gender still so utterly clueless that they do not get it? Men like to do manly stuff, you know? And if you don't want to do manly stuff, you know, we're kind of not interested. Do they really have to have this pointed out? Am I really the only person that's noticed this? I mean, really, for goodness sake, come on. And that's all I've got to say. Sad Womble, out.